I mean, the propaganda of the Bible is proof of that.
That's a fact.
I look at how my sister be talking that shit. I be just I don't say nothing anymore. I don't say nothing.
Yep.
But from the way she look at me, that's an indication of
Despondence.
Yep.
Yeah, it's like what do they call it? Stockholm syndrome.
Right.
What's going on, y'all? Royalty 928, Lose 1, Ron 117, The Real Rick 165th. What's popping? Up top 3522. What's goody? T Bundy. I'm about an hour behind, man. Had to take care of some other things, but y'all know I was gonna tap in with y'all. Let's see what's going on with Tom Mizils. Yes, he is royalty. That's right. Boy got a relative date. You know what I mean? They talking about 2025. You know that's gonna be the biggest party that probably this country has ever seen, right? You're gonna think it was an inaugural celebration. You know what I mean? Like when that black guy got elected. Remember all the partying? It's gonna be like that. Rocco Trucking and Repair. What's good, man? Yeah, it's gonna be like me and the homies was talking about. It's gonna be like first, and another person coming home too. Another person who is key to that situation. And him and Meech, like that in the situation. If you know, you know. And he's supposed to be coming home too. And both their birthdays are around the same time. And it's going to be around the time they come home. Going to be around the time of their birthdays. It's going to be absolutely crazy. New York, Detroit, Atlanta, Miami. It's going to be bananas. Y'all better start resting up now. Trust me. There ain't no party like a BMF party because the BMF party literally does not stop. Animals and giraffes and monkeys and bears and tigers and everything. No doubt up top. That's what's up. It's gonna be more of the same, man. Y'all gotta tap in with me on my Mind Plug Academy, my website, 428 Columbia Street. What's goody? Rax's _official. Official. What's happening, man? Oh, no doubt. It's gonna definitely be a party tour. No doubt about that. That's going to generate a few $1 million. And if y'all like what y'all be doing, man? Like, how come y'all don't act like y'all recognize what I do when I'm not doing this? You know I got a whole website, right? You know I do a whole training and teaching and education thing, right? I got things that I can share with y'all that makes a difference. Tommy.view all the time. You know, there's way more in my mind than this shit or this shit. My other book is over there. Oh, there's some more copies of my second book. The Get Smart Shit. DJ Robbie Rob. What's up, gang? How you doing, beloved? I see you out there shining like a diamond. Everything good? DJ Robbie Rob. Me and Rob connected when I think it was Hip Hop Weekly. And I wrote 60% of Hip Hop Weekly, every issue myself. I did come across that issue, But I only have one issue of all the issues because them shits take up a lot of room. So I only have one issue of all the issues. T Villa Official, Fat Boy 48, thanks for tapping in. Oh, it was Don Diva. Yeah, I definitely only have one issue of all of those. I definitely have only one issue of all of those. I don't know. And no, it wasn't the first issue. The first issue came out January 2000. It wasn't the first issue. Word.nature. Hey now. What's poppin'? What's up with that boy Todd Mills? I didn't even see. We were supposed to start this at 7, but I had to run to the Bizank, and then I had a session. One of my youngins, you know. In fact, I think he just texted me. Hold on 1 second, y'all. Yeah, I had to tap in with the young hustler, let him know that I was on here. Yo, I see what you said, Rax. So I already recorded. Rax was suggesting that I put the whole thing on audio. So I haven't recorded Old Gangsters and Young Guns yet, but I'm going to for sure, right? And it said Ty is unable to join. Why is he unable to join? But the whatchamacallit, the Raised by Wolves, I recorded back in 2017. And yes, that's right. Word.nature. That is doggone. You're very good. He's asking about the mask. I have guardians over all my doors. I have 4 doors, 5 doors into my house. So I have Dogon, I have masks, protectors over all the doorways. What's that? WI3ARD. That's like a wild way to say wizard. CLK6262. Thanks for tapping in. Yeah, I remember you told me that in a comment. Yeah. So that's what it is. I have to find 9 of those audio files. There's 9 of them that I don't know where they are. I have no idea where they are. And of course, the 50 critical quotes, my 4th book, that's already on audio. You can get that on Audible. You can get that on iTunes. You can get that on Amazon. Anywhere you got audio books, you can find the 50 critical quotes. And that's definitely a joint you want to tap into. This is something that I'm going to be making available soon too. See that? That's the Mind Plug Journal. So yours would have your name on it, right? And that's the back of it. Let me see. Thinking about changing this. My wife wants to change it to a spiral so you can fold it all the way back. Allie Mo, what's going on, Allie? What's poppin', man? Collie, what's going on, Collie? How you doing? Coleon? What's good with you? 8088Y_8 Blackwell. So Bobby Blackwell. That's the long way to say Bobby Blackwell. Is that Bobby Blackwell from Maryland? Bobby Blackwell that I met through Wayne. Wayne was the graphic guy who did the first version of he did the first Don Diva logo. Wayne did the first Don Diva logo. Wayne was a dude that worked for BET doing the graphics for their BET in DC. Doing the graphics for their Weather Channel and shit. And I was introduced to him by Bobby Blackwell. I don't know if you that Bobby Blackwell. And he is the one that did the first version of my book. When Raised by Wolves Before it was Raised by Wolves, it was The Hustler, My Life in Death. And then Nori came out with Melvin Flint, The Hustler. And I knew that rap would follow. And you do what rap do. You know how rap wear everything out? Yeah. You know how rap be like, take a word and run that shit in the ground? You know what I mean? And when I say rap, I mean just the uninitiated people who get a hold of something who outside of rap, outside of it being broadcasted, would never have any idea that it existed because it wasn't part of their lives and their life experience at all. You know, like Crystal, Swag. Remember what they did with Swag? Like, I think it's against the law to say Swag now. You can't even say that shit without getting smacked in the mouth. You know what I mean? Like, Swag, shut the fuck up. Swag, 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 swag. Everybody talking swag, swag. And you know how many motherfuckers was using that word and had no idea what it was or thought it was a new word? It's crazy. The degree of ignorance is almost immeasurable, man. It certainly is like it's unimaginable how fucking ignorant, you know what I mean? Our cats are. What's going on, Ralphie boy? Ralphie boy, what's going on? Just pull up to the comedy club. All right, go do your thug thizzle, Coley. Let them have it, man. Where you at, Ty? I see you on here. Urban Vibe Worldwide logo. That is you, Bobby. I sure did. Urban Vibe Worldwide. Oh man, that was dope. That was fucking dope. What's going on, Bobby? Whatever happened with Wayne, Bob? Whatever happened with him? Damn, Wayne was a nice kid, man. Wayne was one of the kindest, most demure, talented, diligent young brothers. Yeah, man. I still got a bunch of the designs that he put together for me. What's going on, son? Where you at?
I'm on the way to the crib. You was late.
Yeah, man. I was running because I was up all fucking night last night, bro. Like I called myself trying to go to sleep early, and I just laid in the fucking bed, just laid there. And before I knew it, it was fucking daylight. So I just started moving around, whatever. And of course, around 4 o'clock, I crashed. I fucking crashed. And I got up and had to do some running around. What's up, Charlotte Thompson, 8897, and Brooklyn Bozo? What's going on? Joe, what up, though, Joe? Joe, the boss out there in the D. What's popping, Joe? So, yeah, man, I was running behind. I had to get to the bank and make some deposits and shoot some bread to your sister. As always, she's back from Madrid. See some. You saw the pictures, right? She some dope ass pictures. She had a good time, man. That's what's up. This kid got international stamps in her passport, and she just hit 20. You know what I mean? She doing all right. Somebody must be caring for her, huh? Glad to catch you live. I'm so intimidated by you for real. NP fit forever. Why? But please take it as a compliment. I'm
Hey man,
from
cause you
Harlem,
don't
living in
act like
Manhattan,
that.
Kansas
Hey, bro,
right
I
now.
know why you intimidated. Cause that nigga is crazy. Like he mad serious, but he like friendly. Like he like a pit bull that is cool. And he like that dog is cool. Man, that nigga is crazy. Like I'm telling, that's my daddy, and I know the nigga crazy, intimidating. He be like, why you lying to me? Cause I'm scared, nigga. Like I know you violent. Like what the fuck? Like nigga, my dad is the type of nigga make you say hello. Like you walk past him, he be like, "Hello, how you doing?" You don't say nothing. He be like, "Hello, how you doing?" You be like, "God damn, nigga, like you gonna make me say hi?" God
I
damn,
mean,
nigga.
you know, I wanna help and encourage people to be better, and to be genuine. You know what I mean? Like all the grimace and tough guy, fake shit, and all that. That only tells a real tough guy that you're afraid. Because a real tough guy ain't afraid to laugh or smile and none of that. Because the nature of a thing is the nature of a thing. So I don't have to be like this to tear your fucking head off your body. It's not a prerequisite. You can get knocked the fuck off by a smiling face person. And this goes back to that same shit. What up, Ed? This goes back to that same shit. You know, um, the adaptation of things that are not part of who you are as an individual, but who you aspire to be in the public space. You know, it used to be when cats had to go outside to actually have somebody know their name. Now niggas can grow up in the same neighborhood and never meet each other because everybody come in from school, go right in the house, and get right on the internet, get right on the games, and just pretend to be somebody that's put on a whole new persona and shit. Be like, yeah, nigga, what's up, man? Fuck y'all. You know what I'm saying? Bitch ass niggas. Da, 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 da. And they be like, Bartholomew, is that you? No, ma, it's not me. It's the other guy. You know what I mean? It's like that type of shit didn't work back in the days. You couldn't do that, nigga. You had to be outside. And if you wasn't that, you kept your fucking mouth shut. You know what I mean? And the art of keeping your mouth shut or staying on your squares has been lost. And that's why so many niggas is getting their brains pushed out their fucking head. That's right. Tickets on deck. What's good? Tickets on deck. Yo, you know the kid, the brother that was just on here, Corleone, the comic. I don't know where he is, but he's a comedian. He been tapping ever since I was doing the Don Diva series. You know him?
Nah.
Yeah.
I'll have to see it.
Oh.
Look at his page, maybe.
I'm reading this shit right here, boy, right now. This shit right here. I mean, y'all see all the shit that's going on. I think at this point, everything is everything. Tickets on deck. I think at this point, even the most uninitiated, like, person who is not paying attention to anything, you know, knows that this society from the top down is completely corrupt. These are things that growing up in a organized crime family, you were made to understand. I was made to understand as a child that the people who are running things, running the government, they're gangsters by another name.
For real.
You know what I mean? And at this point, I think people are seeing enough shit to know to get it. Like, yeah, these motherfuckers are criminals, bro. V. Richard 188, they criminals. They criminals. Al Prophet was showing me earlier how your boy Trump used AI to create a bunch of black people who don't exist and was taking pictures with them. Bruh. Like, that's how stupid they know that the public is. Shell Shock 48 was popping. That's how stupid they know that the public is, man. Thanks, Bayer. I appreciate that, brother.
The crazy thing is to look at the two options is Trump and Biden. Neither one of them is shit.
No.
So it's like
they've been presenting that shit though forever. The what do you call it? The lesser of two evils.
Yeah.
Just think about the cognitive dissonance. And when I say cognitive dissonance, so y'all are clear and y'all may or may not remember, it's when you have two opposing ideas. When you think one thing and then you think another thing that is exactly opposed to that. And you think them both at the same time. You know what I mean? So you think, can't trust the government, but at the same time you think, we should listen to them. They said we should take a shot. You know what I mean? Yeah. And so that was Al Prophet. So yes, the illusion of choice. Ed, you know, Billy the Boss 100 was popping. And you know, and at this point they know that the average person is so distracted with trying to, you know, stay alive. And more so, if it were really just about trying to survive, whatever, cats would be more conscious and more cognizant about what they do and how they do it. It's not just about that. Motherfuckers want to, they want to be down, they want to be in, but they want to be down and in with shit that don't matter.
Yeah.
So, you know, what up, Max? What up, though?
They don't want to be down with Cash Money.
Right.
And Bad Boy.
Right. Right. Yeah. NP Fit Forever said the belief now is that two things can be true at the same time. Yeah, that's cognitive dissonance. You may as well call it a form of mental illness. That's a form of mental illness. It's a mental disparity when you convince yourself that, you know, this is true and this is true, even though they're diametrically opposed to one another. You know what I'm saying? Like, people don't allow themselves or aren't capable of thinking critically. So they'll think a thing and then go, yeah, that's it. That's what it is. But they won't think about the thing they're thinking about, put it through a process to determine whether it's valid or not. And that's trending. You know what I'm saying? So the more people do something, the more people do it. And more
Yeah.
people do it. You know, there's going to be hell to pay, bro. It's going to be hell to pay. For real, for real. What are some of the some of the wildest memories that you have from when this is prior to Don Diva? See, I know you guys, you and your brothers, y'all did a lot of shit that I never found out about. You know, there's a lot of mysterious shit that went on, and I used to be like, how the fuck what happened to the, you know what I mean? Like, what are some of the things that I never found out about?
We were running around New York with that 4-5.
What? What the fuck? Y'all niggas is out your fucking minds. What? For what?
It just dude that the bike had got stolen. Bike had got bike had got stolen, and then the dudes that stole the bike, they had, you know what I mean, yeah, they swapped the parts out, but I see the body of the bike, and I'm standing on the block, and they pull up on one of the homies, and I'm ringing the bell. I'm like, yo, like ringing the bell. He don't answer the door, so I run upstairs, go get that thing. And by the time I come downstairs, they going down the street. We chasing them down. We just outside crazy, busting it off, chasing
Oh
niggas. We
my fucking God, bro. Oh my God.
just on
Like
some random, being on the block.
that
You know,
that I had no fucking idea of that. I'm talking about, like, you know, starting the dirt bike in the house and type shit. I come home one day and I come in the front door upstairs. These guys got the whole basement. They got like their own apartment down there, right? And I can smell gas in my house. I'm like, what the fuck? Why do I smell gas? These niggas is trying to start the dirt bike, turn their dirt bike. You had a KX
I had a
80.
KX.
He had a YZ 80. And I'm like, yo, why do I smell gas in here, man? Like, what the fuck is going on in here? And y'all had tried to start the bikes, kick the bikes over inside the fucking house. That's when I
Cause we
started
was
putting the
we
shits
was on
outside, chained to the
punishment
pole.
when we first got the bikes. I don't know what we did. We was on punishment.
Oh, wow.
So we was
Yeah,
on
I know
punishment.
that must have been a bitch, though.
So when we first got the bikes, we got them off the truck, and I was rolling it to the back of the house. And as I'm rolling it, not thinking, oh, don't give it gas. I give it gas, and that shit,
Turned
bang, my
on.
shit took off. I was like, oh, okay. I was hyped. Like I was hyped. After that, I was drunk. I was like, oh, we gotta ride these bikes. we got. I know we in trouble, but we got to figure out. We gotta ride these bikes,
Man,
yo.
my God, bro. Like, raising y'all, oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, my God. I remember we went to the, what you call it, where they ended up building like a big Walmart or some shit like that. But you know how before they build it, they have like all the dirt and all that shit there, and motherfuckers had like carved out a track in the motherfucker. You remember that?
Yeah.
Used to go there. So I had my RM. I had an RM 125, a Suzuki RM 125. You had your KX 80. He had his YZ 80. We go over there. and we zipping around and shit. And who's that? You? Was that you
Yeah,
that wiped out?
I crashed.
Yo, that
My
shit.
whole
Yo,
rib.
we was trying not to laugh, but you look so comical sliding across that motherfucking dirt like that. That shit was so fucking funny. My fucking God, man. We had some great fucking times though, man. We had some great times. We were lucky. We were fortunate to have had those times, and especially the way that I was living my life and the kind of spaces I was moving in. A lot of motherfuckers wasn't making it home to their kids, you know. They just go, leave, and never be seen again for one reason or another. We were very fortunate. I remember uh y'all were little, and y'all must have been about 7, and we had just got the second place in Jersey, and
Prospect.
I called my mother, and I was crying. I was like, I was like, I, I apologize. I was 24 years old. I said, I apologize for everything I've ever done. Everything I've ever done. I apologize. I fucking apologize. Like, bro, y'all motherfuckers was driving me nuts, man. Y'all were driving me fucking nuts. Stop that. Put that down. Don't do that. And I say, stop that. Don't do that. Put that down. Pick that up. Put that down. Put it down. Don't stop. Don't do that. Don't do that. Stop. Stop. It was like, what the fuck is wrong with these these niggas don't speak English. They don't speak English, ma. Like something's wrong with them. They will not listen. They will not fucking listen. But that's when I learned that the hardest part about parenting is the repetition. There's really nothing that you do in life leading up to becoming a parent that prepares you for, unless you like work at like a cat farm or something. If you work at a cat farm and you gotta like wrangle kittens and shit like that, yeah, that's what it's like. It's like that. It's like, yo, stop it. You come here. Yo, get down from there. Don't do it. Didn't I tell you stop doing that? Hey, you stop. Hey, come here. Stop it. What the fuck is wrong with you? Don't do that. Put that down. You know, didn't I say do this? What didn't I say do this? Like I just said it. I just said it like 30 seconds ago. What happened? I'm like, oh my fucking God. Like, I gotta get these motherfuckers tested. I think they might have some type of impediment, some kind of like mental fucking like disparity or something. Something's wrong with these motherfuckers, bro.
Yeah.
Track Slapper, Tri-State 8. What's popping, man? It's been a minute. HD 144 ever. What's going on, Track Slapper? It's been a minute, man. Armani Jones comedy. What's popping, Armani? But yeah, man, it was dope, bro. It was dope. It was dope being a young father, getting money, and being able to spend time with my kids, you know, and do shit, you know, and enjoy shit, and stay alive and healthy and free, and just live a life, you know.
Yeah, we used
And
to
yeah,
tearing
so
shit up.
so tell me about some of the times that stand out um, from when we were living in Jersey.
Shit, just play fighting in that damn house. We used to break shit. We
Yeah,
would
no
play
shit.
fight and break a glass table.
Yeah, no
We would
shit.
slam. We would throw us over the couch.
No
Slam like
shit.
we was in there wilding. Remember them birds that we had? Remember the birds got loose in the house and be flying around and all
Yes.
types of shit?
What
We
what
had to
what
catch
about the
them birds.
water fights?
Hell
Remember the
yeah.
water fights, nigga?
Throwing water.
Oh
Yeah.
my God, we used to get down. I'm talking about water balloons,
Big
water
ass
gun, uh,
XZ1000 with the water pack on the back and the
with
super soakers.
pots of water. Oh, it went down. It
Yeah.
went down that motherfucker. Yeah, throwing water on $20,000 couches and $15,000 motherfucking carpets and shit. Yeah, it was going down. We had a fucking ball, you know. But that was also, you know, a fun part of being a young father. You know what I mean, and having so much childlikeness in me. You know what I mean. That's why I'm such an advocate for the children, because I remember what I was like. NP Fit Forever said, I really hope you're invited on one of these young dudes podcasts. Hoffa, Gilly, Wallow, we lost Ty. Shit, even Drink Champs. I mean, how did Big Face get on there? I mean, you know, I know Gilly from back in the days, my Don Diva days. Hoffa, I don't know if we ever met. Of course, Nori, that's my bro from 20 some years back. You know what I mean? I could get on stuff like that. You know, I mean, they asked me like a long time ago. He was like, "Yo, we gotta get you on here, whatever, whatever." But you kind of like gotta be around. And the thing about getting on those shows, right, is that when you get on, when you when you're moving around and you know things happen and stuff like that, that's more so what they want. They want to capitalize off of an event. You know what I mean? So when something happens, it's like, okay, that's gonna get us views, you know, get them on and whatever, whatever. And I'm not really with that bullshit. I'm not with that bullshit. My thing is, I actually have something to say. You know what I'm saying? I'm not somebody that lightning needs to strike in order for it to go, oh, look, I'm not that. You know what I'm saying? And I have a great many life experiences. I have garnered a great degree of wisdoms from those life experiences. So, you know, I'm a person that can have a conversation about pretty much any fucking thing. You know what I mean? I'm not somebody Jesus Christ.
I'm different though.
Yeah.
Outside, son.
Yeah, I swear somebody dropped this guy. I swear somebody dropped this dude.
Yeah,
The
son.
shit that this guy has done.
You know it. You don't even know it already.
This motherfucker. This motherfucker, bro. This motherfucker.
Yeah, son, we outside.
One day, see, he has no idea what I'm about to say, but because he's done so much outrageous shit. One day, he was at his mom's. He was with his mom's. I was in California, and I get a call from her. I'm in Sausalito, just off of outside of San Francisco. And I get a call. So, you know, I call her and I say, "What's up?" And she goes, "You need to talk to your son." I said, "What happened now?" He ain't but like, I don't know, maybe 12, 11, maybe something like that. And she goes, some CDs had went missing.
Oh man.
Some CDs went missing.
Mace.
And it was like, okay, now he had already at this point established himself as the thief of the family. He's you know how like squirrels will come around and snatch up your shit and go put it somewhere and just be stashing it, just like they see some shit to stash and put it away, stash and put it, just get some like CD, you stealing CDs, you got no CD player. He's stealing CDs, right? So this motherfucker stole these CDs. And they're telling him, you know, yo, where these CDs at? Where these CDs at? We know you took them. Nobody else would have taken. There's nobody else who would have taken whatever. He's like, I didn't take them. Oh, and you talk about a motherfucker that won't. I will do anything with Tom Mills. Tom Mills ain't giving it up. You understand me?
To the death.
He has been tested. That motherfucker won't give it up. He will not give it up. If he won't give it up to me, he ain't giving up to nobody. Trust me. Trust me. This motherfucker, his mother was like, look, you going to tell us where those CDs is at? He's like, I don't know where they're at. I don't know where they're at. I don't know where they're at. So
hey, man, she had put me outside butt naked and beat me with a broom, and I ran off butt naked. I just took off. Just ran down the street.
This nigga, she called me, she said, this motherfucker ran for blocks in broad daylight, butt ass naked. How crazy is this motherfucker? Well, what kid does that? This motherfucker ran butt ass naked down the street in the Bronx for blocks. They had to chase him. Imagine that. You running behind a kid with a broom in your hand, and he's butt naked running down the fucking street. Like, what the fuck? Like, she lucky she ain't end up with a charge, first of all. Then they get his ass back to the crib, right? And the motherfucker, they go outside in her backyard, and they find the CDs stashed behind a tree. He went through all of that. He could have just gave the fucking CD. Y'all got me. He would not give it up. Now, this is how I know that he built like that, right? So, Virus, I'm still stuck with the gun. So, BZ _117, what's going on? By Lauren Crawford. What's happening, Lauren? Peace to you, Beezy. What's happening with your nephew? So this motherfucker, right? His mother sends him to the store. This is another time he's at his mom's. She sends him to the store with her debit card.
Before that, she already said, "I'm gonna give you this money," and then my mama do what she do. She be like, "You know what? You ain't take the trash out, so you ain't get shit." And I be like, "You." Every time I do something, it be just about when you was about to give me something, right? Like you always playing, you always making me do a bunch of shit, and then you taking away what you said I'm gonna get. So
Oh,
this how
oh,
it
she had
led
to
to
get
that.
she had to get the business. She's trying to play
Yeah,
it,
she
trying to
kept
play a
messing
player.
with me.
But the crazy shit is that at this point you may have been 13, right?
13.
Right? He's 13, and um, you your degree of resolve was so crazy. Sean Taylor, 888, was popping. Sean Taylor, Flying Goose Mobile Detailing, boy, the best of the best. I was telling somebody about you the other day, telling my brother-in-law, because he got a detailing business. He work at one of the high-end dealerships here, and he has a detailing spot in there. He's starting to do the repairs, the seat repairs and all that kind of shit as well. But so his mom tell him, go take the debit card, go to the store, go get me some like milk or some shit like that, right? Some minor shit. So he goes to the store. He goes and he gets the milk. Now it's a debit card. It's got a receipt. Bring back my receipt. The receipt got a time on it. Okay. Now he gets back to the house. She gets an alert that tells her that someone took $20 out of her account, like ATM or whatever, right? This motherfucker, she says, look, you went to the store at this time. This reminds me of like Menace to Society. So you said that you left the store at 11:45, right? 11:45, yeah, 11:45. And you said that at 12 o'clock, you were walking down the street having left the store. Yeah, 12 o'clock. You know you didn't fuck that, right? It was like that. It was just like that with him. So we're looking at the receipt. We can see the time. We know what time it is at the time we're talking. We know how long it takes for him to walk up the block. This was in Yonkers. Walk up the block, go to the store. We know what time you got there, what time you got back. Why did it take you so long to get back? And we can see what time that the ATM shit was hit. So we can see the receipt for the milk, the time that happened, and the time that the ATM withdrawal was made, and the time you got back. So either a motherfucker got it out your pocket, hit it, somehow figured out the code, and took the bread and stuck the motherfucking card back in your pocket.
They was looking over
Or
my shoulder and they took it. That's what happened. It happened all the time nowadays. See, it was an advanced crime. The nigga knew the future.
He was doing future
He was
crimes.
doing future crimes.
This motherfucker was innovating crimes in his mind that hadn't come about yet.
I'm a
This
victim.
motherfucker. So it was me and my brother Monster, right? Monster's 6'5", super aggressive, right? I was talking y'all about Monster the other day, right? So we standing there, we like, yo, just admit that you did it and give up the bread. He's like, I didn't do it. We like, yo, you see what time that says? 11:21. That's when the milk was gotten. 11:25 is when the withdrawal was made. It is now 12:10. And you have the card in your hand. You didn't lose the card. So you realize that there's no way that anybody did this but you. You realize that? And he's like this. I don't know what happened. I didn't do it. I didn't do it. Oh, okay. You didn't do it? I didn't do it. Oh, okay. Wrong to the motherfucking midsection. That wasn't me. Wrong to the midsection again. Wasn't me. Wrong. This motherfucker dropped to the floor. No, wasn't me. It wasn't me. And we kicking this nigga. And we punching this nigga. We big ass men. And at this time, I mean, I was in the gym, like I lived in the gym.
Yeah.
We wailing on this nigga.
They fucking me up.
This nigga is not saying a motherfucking thing. He won't give it up. Now, secretly, me and my brother looking at each other going, yeah, this motherfucker. We were so proud of him, we couldn't believe it. We were so proud. He's like, yo, this motherfucker's built. We ain't raised no motherfucking pussy. He's a nice guy. I wouldn't fuck with him if I were you. He tell jokes, not a joke. He's tested. Trust me. He's tested. I know. Let me tell you something. Me and my brother did less to grown men. They pissed on themselves. They cried and they pleaded and they gave every fucking thing up. They not only gave up what they had taken, they told everything else that they fucking did. And at 9, I threw a cat off the roof. You threw a cat off the roof? I like cats. You know what I mean? Like, yo, he stood the fuck up. He stood up. It was a proud moment for a dysfunctional father.
Yeah.
Because that shit was dysfunctional as fuck. That was very, very dysfunctional. You know what I mean? But at that point, he was fucking dysfunctional.
I was dysfunctional.
You feel me? How would you, like, now you got your own boys. You know what I mean? But your kids you got good kids.
Yeah, they super good.
Yeah, you got good kids. You got good kids. I called Ty one day. This nigga said, I said, what you doing? He said, hi, Grandpa. I said, what you doing? He said, babysitting. I said, oh, he's babysitting. At his age, I was toting a gun and slinging coke. Oh.
Yeah, Aiden, we was in the house and he was standing by the kitchen and I'm like, what are you doing? He like, nothing. So probably like 10 minutes go by. He come in the kitchen. He go, Daddy, I didn't want to lie to you, and I didn't want to get in trouble. So I got some cookies. I didn't eat them, but I just wanted to be honest.
Wow. You might have to get a DNA test. Yeah, I don't think that one yours. I don't think that one is yours.
But I mean,
Ed said that's evolution.
You know, they just on it. Like they just real open. They honest. They not playing, but they straightforward. They got that anger. They got that aggression, but they.
Oh no, that's in the genes.
Yeah,
that's in the genes. That's definitely in the genes. That's why it's so important to teach them, resolve. Resolve. Like, you remember when y'all were little, during that period when I was like, yo, come on, stop, put it down, don't do that, don't play with that, leave that alone, it's gonna hurt yourself, You know what I mean? Like, Jew Nitty, what's poppin', Jew Nitty? I didn't hit y'all. Right? I always told y'all, I said, it's nothing for me. I'm 6'1", I'm 200 pounds. You're a little kid, 60 pounds. Like, that's nothing to impose myself on you. That's nothing. I'm not teaching you anything, but that you can impose yourself on people when you're bigger than them, and which is bad character. I said, I'm going to tell y'all over and over and over again as many times as necessary. But at a certain point, when you get 13, 14, 15 years old, when I know you can take it, I'm going to fuck y'all up, because I will know that you definitely know better because I taught you better. So I'll know for sure you know better. I'll know that anything you do outside of what is better, you'll be doing full knowing that you are wrong. And I will give you the consequences that will be measured, as opposed to the consequences that the world will give you. That will be like, fuck you.
Hey,
you remember this time?
That sound good. You told me you was gonna kill me because I was snoring one time, nigga. Like, you woke me up. Nigga, no, you lay on your fucking stomach. You gonna die tonight. I was like, nigga, what? God damn it! I was sleeping with a killer. God damn it! This nigga.
Well, I'm sorry, son.
You were tired. We had been up on the road. It was one of those.
But you was snoring like fucking crazy. I remember that you was snoring like crazy. I was like, yo, this nigga can't be serious. He can't be fucking serious.
Oh my
like,
God.
you can't. It's your girl .p. What's going on? It's your girl .p. So, there was one time you were really going through it. This is early on. We were building Don Diva, and had that apartment on Walton Avenue. And I don't know what the fuck you was on, but I guess it's just that, it's a precarious place between being, when you're not a kid anymore, but you're not an adult either, right? So you have a certain amount of expectation hoisted upon you that is kind of not announced. Although I was aware of that, so I did like cognizantly say, hey, you know, there comes times when things that weren't expected of you, you know, last year when you were 7, now that you're, you know, going on 9, there's, you know, now it's clean your, make your bed.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Remember, make your bed, vacuum your floor, pick up your toys. But you know that wasn't immediate. That wasn't, you wasn't being told that when you were 5. You were being told that when you were 7. You know what I mean? And the older you got, a little more incremental the responsibilities. You know, remember, wash, you know, use your dish, wash your dish, dry your dish, and put your dish away.
Yeah.
That wasn't just about splitting the responsibilities. That was also about teaching you how to operate autonomously and appropriately when you become an adult, because I knew so many grown motherfuckers who did not know these things. You know what I mean? And it really made them inept in society. You guys taught me how to use a wash machine. Remember that?
Yeah.
I'm making 50,000 a motherfucking day. Don't know how to use a wash machine. Y'all were 7 years old, taught me how to use a fucking wash machine because Tiffany taught y'all how to use it, right? And you know, so at this point, you were 14, and it's like I'm seeing you make the kinds of decisions, or leaning towards making the kinds of decisions that I've seen cats get killed about, right? Just like a, not any one particular decision, but the kind of decision making processes that lead to cats getting killed. And you know, I'd buried 3 fathers. You know, I'd lost my mother. So I knew that if something happened to one of my sons, that I was gonna, as the motherfuckers say today, crash out. You know what I mean? Something happened to one of my sons or any of my kids. I'm coming to wipe out your bloodline. That's it. I don't give a fuck about me. I will be empty. I will be devoid of all humanity. I live for you and your undoing. That's what it is. So I'm trying to avoid that. I'm on this new trajectory, building this legitimate existence. And the last thing I need is for you to go out and get yourself killed. So I have to go on a rampage. I said, before I let that happen, I'll knock you off myself. That I can rationalize with. That's how fucked up the developmental circumstances that I came from really are, right? So I take you, remember this morning? I took you into the bathroom.
Oh yeah.
You remember this?
Yes.
I held you by your neck. This is morning time, right? You was ready to go to school. I held you by your neck. I made you face the mirror, and I put a magnum to the side of your head and cocked it. And I said, do you want to die? If you want to die, you tell me. I do it for you right here, right now. Don't act like you want to die. Don't behave unconsciously and undeliberate, you know what I mean, about getting yourself knocked the fuck off. Tell me what you want. You want it? I'm going to do it. I won't allow another motherfucker to take nothing from me. And I was dead fucking serious. I was only out of the streets a few years at that point. So a lot of that stuff was still very much in me, you know, and very much, it was very much a dominating aspect of my way of being. You know, I was assimilating. I was learning to assimilate with more normal shit, but I was still, those were still things that I fell to in the darkest moments. Those are still things I fell to. And I really, really felt that. I was like, yo, I can't, it would kill me if a motherfucker said, yo, he called me and said, you know, Maurice got killed. You know, I was like, no, I can't take it. I know what will happen. So I might as well just like, yo, I'm telling you, bro. Like, this is what and you remember I took the joint and I was banging against you, the nozzle against your head, the barrel. Like, motherfucker, like, it's motherfuckers out there that do not give a fuck about you. They'll blow your brains out like nothing. Like nothing. Might not ever remember doing it. A little while later, they be like, yo, I did do that, didn't I? Like, for real. I mean, of course, you know that now, you know, but, you know, as regretful as an experience like that was for the both of us, how do you think those kinds of experiences impacted you in terms of your development and the kinds of decisions you would make going forward, or you
Oh, I
made
just
in your
knew
lifetime?
I knew it wasn't a game. Like, yeah, I got it so serious at home that when I was outside, I wasn't playing no games or letting nobody play no games with me. So I just moved with a different sense of seriousness. So when something came of a magnitude of it's going there, I was so on top of it. People like, yo, what the? I'm like, this is what I know. So I know how to move in this. Like, I'm going to handle it in every way possible, and it's going to be nothing because I can't have this thing over my head, or I don't do the beefing or the uncertainty. Do we got a problem or no? I'm going to be very direct, very straightforward. So,
That's what it was for me as well. You know, because of the severity of, you know, your grandmother and all of the people around her, you know, um, the scariest, most dangerous people I'd ever encountered were in my home, the people who cared for me. Those are the scariest and most dangerous people I encountered. So when I got outside, there was no scaring me. There was no intimidating me. There was no bullying me. Every bigger kid that tried me got fucked up because first of all, I was full of anger. I was full of anger because I couldn't do shit about the people in my home because I relied upon them for my survival. So when they said some shit that was hurtful or smacked a nigga in the head or punched a nigga in the chest, or, you know what I'm saying? It's like, ooh. So when you get outside, it's no tolerance. Ain't no tolerance. It's like, fuck with me if you want to. You're gonna be like, what did I do? Why he so mad at me? No, you're just the outlet. That's it. I got a nigga's asses. Anybody that knows me growing up, I'm talking about if you know me from second grade, you know I've been kicking niggas' asses since I was a little kid. So I was so full of anger. And I was always strong, kicking niggas' asses. I mean, beating the brakes off of motherfuckers. People used to bring their kids inside when I came outside because I didn't know how to behave appropriately. I didn't know how to play because the people that I lived with didn't know how to play. You know what I mean? Like, you know, Steve and them is 14, 15 years older than me. And these motherfuckers act like I'm a fucking adult, like I'm their age or some shit like that. You know what I mean? You okay, the chest and nigga, boom, hit you in the motherfucking, you know, in
get
the in
the
the,
shit
in
out
the
of
chest, or hit you in the thighs and shit. You know what I mean? Hit you in the shoulder,
you.
boom. It's like,
I got that. Steve walking and just start punching you into the corner. Just boom, 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 boom. Yeah, man up. Oh, fight back. You like fight back, nigga? You punch me in my kidney. I'm bleeding and shit. What the fuck
I'm gonna be
wrong with you?
pissing blood for a week. The fuck is you talking about?
Not high
That's what
school.
it was like. That's what it's like. They were inappropriate. They were inappropriate people. Bill P underscore 1981. What's happening, Bill P? That's right, 809 Junior. Raised by fucking wolves, man. It's not a game. I didn't make up that title. In fact, that wasn't the title, as I told y'all. The title was The Hustle of My Life and Death. I just didn't want to use it because I knew it was gonna happen after Nori made that song or that project. Melvin Flint, The Hustler. And sure as shit, that was 1999. Sure as shit, all of a sudden, people started getting liberal like a motherfucker with the word hustler. Hustler, I'm a hustler. This a hustler. That's a hustler. You know, we hustling. Like that was never the case before that. Never, 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 never. People knew hustling was something particular to people from the street, and if you wasn't that, and believe me, most of the people from the hood were not that. Were not hustling. Were not in the street at all. They lived in the hood. That was it. It was rough, yes, and they were poor and struggling, yes, but they wasn't in the motherfucking streets. No, I'm talking about 99% of them were not in the streets. Rap did that. You know what I mean? Rap and cheap cocaine did that. You can thank Pablo Escobar for that shit and the CIA. You know, but those were uh coming up with that name came about as I would describe like we're doing now, talk about different experiences that I had. I talk about my mother, talk about, my elder siblings, and the men in my life and the things that they did, the extremes that I was subjected to, you know, and people would look at me like, damn. And I'd be like, yeah, man, I was raised by fucking wolves, man. So about the 9th time I said that to somebody, I was like, that's it. That is it. I was raised by fucking wolves. Like, these are the wolves. These are the wolves of society. Like, my people were the wolves of society. These were not passive people. Not passive people at all. These were motherfuckers who put the work in. They put the work in. Mother, father, uncles, cousins, sister. Like, they put the work in. These motherfuckers they laid it down. They laid it down. Not a game. A lot of anger, a lot of violence, you know. For me to be the way that I am now, to have produced children like you, for you to have produced children like you produced, man, shit, we beat the fucking odds, son, for real, you know. And this is just the beginning, realistically. I mean, nigga ain't getting, you know what I mean? Like, nigga, I'm exactly the same way that I was. Like, I just have more wisdom, more knowledge and experience, but physically, same shit. I was out there on the trampoline last week with the kids, doing flips and shit like that. Like, yeah, I got a long way to go still. Long way to go still. You know what I mean? And to have this degree of life experience and to be able to, you know, have the physical ability and wellness to be able to express it, you know, is fucking dope. It's super dope. You know, what's going on with your comedy thing?
Boom, boom. We finished my first episode. Me and John, we just did Columbus, Georgia. I think we in Kansas City coming up. Um,
Oh, I got somebody in Kansas City that you can tap in with too when you get there.
okay, bet. I'll definitely go tap in with him. Kansas City. Tata got a track meet tomorrow, and I think he got one on Friday too.
Oh,
So
that's dope.
yeah,
Yeah, he's killing them.
yeah.
He's killing them, man. He's definitely killing them. I remember we were in front of we were out there in the parking lot of the building on 40 North Side.
Yeah.
And remember that day? And he was like, he wanted to race me. He thought he was ready then. Like,
Yeah.
I know that motherfucker ready now. It's like, what that nigga ran, what was it, a 20, what
23 miles per
what
hour.
he hit 20, he hit almost 22 miles an hour.
Mm-hmm.
22 miles an hour. Like that's fast. You know what I mean? Like 22 miles an hour, that's fast. I know, you know, motherfuckers that ride bikes and can't get up to 22 miles an hour.
Yeah.
The best they can do is like 12, 13 miles an hour. And that's going downhill.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, that motherfucker fast. He is fast. He's definitely fast. I still want to race him though. I still think I could beat him. And I probably could beat him on distance. I don't know. I don't know what he's got on distance, but I can run for a long time. Always could for a
Top speed.
long time.
You do it. You hit your top speed for a long time.
Yeah, I can run top speed for about probably 2, 3 minutes maybe.
Mm.
That's a lot. That's a lot. And if I don't like slow down, if I just run top speed and then stop, it'd be hard as fuck to catch my breath. I gotta run top speed, and then I gotta slow down and recalibrate my breathing and so forth. Other than that, it's like forever. But when I run long distance, hit my top, and then taper off, I don't be breathing hard. I don't be breathing hard at all. Breath control is very important. Prana, life force. There's a lot that I want to teach him. A lot that I want to teach him, man. But yeah, we're gonna tap back in on Thursday. We got about 47 seconds.
All right.
But I'm gonna tap back in on Thursday, man. You know, your boy Trump. What's up with your boy Trump with the fake pictures of him and black people, though, bro?
Hey man, grabbing them by the coochies, fake black people. Trump 2024. He gonna give us that money again. Trump, he
Oh,
dropping
is that what?
he dropping the